Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, March 23rd, 2026. A fatal vehicle versus pedestrian collision occurred on Saturday night. According to preliminary information provided by the California Highway Patrol, they responded to a collision at around 8:50 p.m. near the intersection of 29 Palms Highway and Sunburst Street in Joshua Tree. Reports from CHP say that a woman was running across 29 Palms Highway when she was struck by a Toyota Camry, carrying at least two people. The CHP described the Toyota as involved in an Uber rideshare. The CHP says that the vehicle was in the center divider and one person was trapped under it. San Bernardino County Fire responded to assist with extricating the person from under the vehicle. The CHP says that lanes on 29 Palms Highway were closed for several hours on Saturday night as part of the investigation. The highway fully reopened just before 1 a.m. The name of the deceased and status of the other people involved in the collision has not yet been released. Z107.7 has contacted the California Highway Patrol and San Bernardino County Fire for additional details. We will update this story when they respond. A man recently released from prison was arrested on suspicion of burglarizing a woman with a restraining order against him. On Wednesday at around 8:10 a.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of a burglary in the 6400 block of Kaweah Avenue in 29 Palms. Deputies say that a suspect entered through the back door of a home and stole the victim's phone. Deputies say that the victim had a restraining order against the suspect, Kenneth Wallen II, 44 years old. Deputies located Wallen a short time later, and they say they recovered the victim's phone. Deputies say that Wallen had been released from prison on February 17th and had failed to register as a sex offender based on the terms of his release. He was taken into custody without incident. Kenneth Wallen II was arrested on suspicion of failing to register as a sex offender, burglary, violation of a restraining order, and violation of parole. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. Tonight, the 29 Palms City Council meets on an irregular night to host a public hearing on a controversial proposal for a solar farm within city limits. Reporter Heather Clisby has more.
The 29 Palms City Council will host a public hearing this evening on the E-Group solar project, and high attendance is expected. The usual 3-minute time limit during public comments will be reduced to 2 minutes to accommodate the anticipated high volume of speakers. The developer, E-Group, initially filed applications for a commercial solar field in August of 2023 and has been effectively moving forward with plans ever since. The project would place approximately 160,000 solar panels over 241 acres north of 2 Mile Road, west of Knowles Knoll Road, and east of Canyon Road. At this meeting, Council will consider E-Group's request to rezone 60 acres of the southern 236 acres of the property from rural living low-density residential development to single-family residential 1-acre minimum. Also, they want to amend the general plan and make changes to the land use map to establish a new renewable energy land use district over the northern 241 acres of the property, which would enable development of a commercial solar field. There will also be a review of an environmental impact report prepared by the city to analyze the project's potential environmental impacts. The meeting will also feature a public hearing on the Elm Avenue project funded under the Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Home Key Set-Aside. The project included the purchase and rehabilitation of 4 residential units on a single lot to provide permanent housing for homeless veterans. Staff will request council review results and close out the project. The meeting takes place tonight, Monday, March 23rd at 6 p.m. at City Hall. The meeting can be live-streamed or viewed on demand via the city's website, 29palms.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors tackles a number of issues that could dramatically impact communities in the Morongo Basin this week. The Board of Supervisors holds their regularly scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. They'll have special accommodations set up for local residents to participate at the Government Center in Joshua Tree. At tomorrow's meeting, the Board of Supervisors will hold a public hearing to gauge the public's interest towards raising annual property service charges for a number of unincorporated county communities throughout Service Area 70. That includes Landers, Copper Mountain, Flamingo Heights, and Yucca Mesa. The proposed service increase charges would generally triple for each of those areas. The increase would also come with a built-in annual increase of 3%. During the hearing, the board will assess the amount of community pushback against these proposed fee increases. If there is sufficient protest toward those changes, they may be put onto a ballot measure for later in 2026. The board will also hold a public hearing regarding a zoning amendment to accommodate a proposed resort development for the downtown Joshua Tree area, proposed for 40 acres near the 61500 block of 29 Palms Highway in the area north and east of the Joshua Tree Post Office. The project is called One Tree Hill. The developers are asking the Board of Supervisors to approve a rezoning that would extend commercial zoning near the corner of 29 Palms Highway and Sunset Road deeper into the property. Also at Tuesday's meeting, the Board of Supervisors will honor George and Nancy Huntington for their decades of activism and volunteer work around the Morongo Basin. George Huntington served on the Yucca Valley Town Council, and Nancy Huntington made major contributions to the Boys and Girls Club of the High Desert. The board will adopt a resolution recognizing their many years of service to the Morongo Basin. The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meets in regular session tomorrow at 10 a.m. They will meet in their chambers in San Bernardino, but in-person viewing and comments will be open locally at the Bob Burke Government Center, located at 63665 29 Palms Highway in Joshua Tree. You can find a link to their full agenda and attendance details at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Theater 29 continues their monthly acting classes taught by locally based working professional actor and teacher Julia Boyd. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas shares these opportunities to learn and enhance your craft in your own backyard.
Theater 29 continues their acting classes as an opportunity to those who have always wanted to try being in the spotlight but didn't know how to start. Every last Wednesday of the month, Kids Having Fun on Stage is a weekday class developed for homeschool and independent studies K-12 age students from noon to 2 p.m. There is also a package for $80 per month that includes weekly interactive classes on Zoom as well as the monthly in-person class. Everybody Having Fun on Stage is a Saturday class series that is open to adults and kids of all or no experience level on the last Saturday of the month, also from noon to 2 p.m. This pairing of monthly workshops teaches the finer art of performing for the stage, film, and TV, including introductory skills such as how to make character choices, quick memorization techniques, as well as lots of improv games. It's totally judgment-free and, most importantly, a lot of fun. Pre-registration is available at the link in this story at Z107.7fm.com, and tuition is $20 per session. The next sessions are March 25th and 28th. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the 29 Palms Parks and Recreation Department invites community members to take steps towards better health for the second session of the Walk with Ease program beginning today. The Walk with Ease program is led by certified instructors and offered 3 times per week at Patriotic Hall. Participants will meet Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. to increase physical activity through guided walking and health education. For more information or to register, contact the 29 Palms Parks and Recreation Department at 760-367-7562. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.